Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. Mine is going to actually start with my girl, Salt, the albino alligator. Come here, little girl. Look at this incredible animal here, and I've said this a million times. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that one day I would own an albino alligator, let alone one like Salt that is so incredible. But I do want to give you a little update. You know, we're now 2 weeks into opening up the reptarium again after almost 3 months of being closed. And you guys know I had her so trained where literally she would stay like a rock in someone's hands. Well, there's no doubt that that 3 months off, even though I was working with her every day, is a little bit of a different animal. You know, she's just a little bit more wily. And one of the things I'm having an issue with too is the fact that I'm wearing a mask, obviously, and you know, my voice is a little different, so I think she's a little bit confused. But I wanted to tell you that she is absolutely starting to turn around well. It seems like Friday, the first day of the weekend, she gets a little bit wonky. By Saturday, she's a little better. By Sunday, she's got it down, and she's being held by a ton of people every weekend, and I know she's going to get back to it. And the whole purpose is to make sure that when she's bigger, you can see how she's scratching me right now. Well, that's going to hurt a lot when she's 7 or 8 foot, right? So we're trying to keep her to where that doesn't happen. And I love this animal. I think it's probably one of the coolest animals I've ever worked with in my entire life. Certainly probably top 5, but nevertheless, I love her so much. She's doing well. I just thought I would start the day with a little update to see how this animal is doing with the new open, as well as everything else. You know, everything else is slowly getting back to normal. All the animals have kind of gotten more used to being handled again, which is really good, because I was a little bit worried about it. I know some people have asked about Verdi over the last little bit and actually kind of said, like, you know, now we don't see Verdi much when you have Ivy. Seems like all you do is love Ivy. The fact is, I still love Verdi just as much as ever, and we still mess with her all the time. It's just kind of one of those situations like, what's cooler to watch? A huge anaconda eating a pig, or a little anaconda that's just going to be little? You know what I mean? It's not that she's not cool, because she is certainly cool, and one day she's going to get as big as Ivy, and she's going to be absolutely impressive. So I didn't want you guys to think that we're like ignoring Verdi now and somehow we don't like her anymore, because that couldn't be further from the truth. She's still my first anaconda, and she will always have a super soft spot in my heart because I absolutely love her to death. But let's just face it, I mean, a big anaconda like Ivy is darn impressive, but I can assure you I still love my girl Verdi. And obviously now that things are kind of slowly getting back to normal, I had mentioned that we have these alligators that need to go into that enclosure, but Gatorland was closed. Gatorland is now open, so we can send these alligators back, which I'm going to miss because they are so absolutely incredible, but obviously they've just gotten too big. When we built this enclosure, we built it for alligators for only a year, not a year and 5 months. So we can get those guys back. Obviously we can get these little monkeys right here into there. Then we can again build Verdi's enclosure out to here, which is pretty cool. And then one thing that I am super excited about, obviously, is the fact that we can make a trip down to Indianapolis within the next maybe week or two, something like that. We can go visit Desiree, Lars, Steve, and we can get the croc monitor for this enclosure. So that is going to be one incredible animal, not only as a display, but something for us to work on behaviorally, because they're so smart, they're so incredible. I mean, they are like the closest thing to a raptor that you'll ever see dinosaurs. So things are starting to get back to normal, and it's really given us the motivation to get the kind of last things wrapped up here, and then hey, then maybe we can start thinking about 3.0. This next clutch is actually the second clutch of the year. That's right, Colubra's actually clutched twice, right? So they lay a clutch of eggs. This one actually was laid on April 21st. Now here we are, and it's actually the second clutch, and this is that beautiful Mexican black king snake. I think this was one of the very first clutches we had all year. So again, first clutch and second clutch, which is awesome. They're always going to have a smaller amount of eggs the second time around. As you can see with this girl right here, she only's got 4 eggs. And real quick, I'm going to check to see what she laid the first time. And yep, just like I mentioned, she actually laid 7 eggs the first time. So 7 eggs, only 4 eggs this time. But that's pretty cool that she in total laid 11 good eggs this year. And interestingly enough, this is another second clutch that we had. If I'm not mistaken, this girl laid a huge first clutch. I'm almost positive. So let's see what she has this time. Okay, I'm not sure what she has. Oh yeah, there's a lot of good eggs in there. There's a couple sluggers, which is pretty typical of second clutches as well. Usually the fertility isn't quite as good, but let's go ahead and get Mama back in there. You did such a good job, Mom. We'll get her cleaned up, get her some water, all that stuff, and then we'll go ahead and we'll take out these slug eggs first, just to get rid of them. Looks like we've got 3 little slugs, but the rest look really beautiful. And again, this is a scaleless Texas rat to a scaleless Texas rat, so that is pretty awesome. We'll just go ahead and get these eggs out. Put him right here, here. Look at that beautiful clutch of eggs right there. Woo, doggy, I tell you what, that is amazing. We might have to candle a few of these just to make sure they're right side up, but we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 good eggs. Now remember, she laid 19 good eggs the first time. So I tell you what, guys, that's amazing. She laid 30 eggs, scaleless to scaleless this year. So that is awesome. And that wraps up colubrids eggs for the day. Just doing a little checkup on Toothless, of course, my black dragon in here, just seeing if he can come out and play. He's really getting used to his new environment here. He's all over the place. A lot of times he's right over by the hot spot, but today he's in the cold side, and I'm just kind of tapping on him to get him used to me. He's definitely curious. As soon as I tap, he's like up, he's looking, his tongue is going. He knows that I'm here, but I'm not going to force him to come out. I want to get to a point where I can get him to where he'll just come out with some tapping, much like Elvis. Come on, buddy, come on. And you can see he's definitely curious with all that tongue flickering and stuff like that, but he's not really sure yet if he wants to come out, and that's fine. Like I said, this is little baby progress. We're gonna mess with him for a little bit. If he doesn't want to come out, we'll just leave him alone, knowing that he has the choice. Kind of gains his confidence, right? Not gonna force him to do anything, and in no time, tapping like this, just like with Elvis, he'll come right out. I have no doubt about it. Come on, Toothless, you want to come over? And he's just chilling back there, so I'm going to leave him alone. Again, you got to take these slow progress with these types of things to make sure that they train well. So I'll leave him alone. I'll see if he wants to come out and play a little bit later. And it's a little bit of an unboxing time. My buddy Mike over in Boston actually sent me some boas. He's always really good at breeding boas, and always has really good success each year. So we always get a few of them from him, so I'm pretty excited about what he has in here and see what it is. They're actually Nicaraguan boas. So we have Colombians, we have, of course, the true red tails that we recently just unboxed, and these are the Nicks, which are kind of the smaller ones, and oh my gosh, whew. These things are beautiful. Oh my gosh. And again, if you want a smaller boa, this is a great option right here, because these guys typically get maybe 5, 6 foot long. They're not going to get 7, 8, 9 foot long. And these are actually hypo Nicks right here. And I tell you what, for hypo Nicks, these guys are beautiful. So Mike, you did a great job with these guys. So look at how incredible they are. And again, that hypo is just lacking some of the melanin in it, making it just kind of look a little more orange, not as dark, because that's the one thing about Nicks. Nicks are typically darker than the Colombians, much more kind of blacks and dark grays as opposed to tans and beautiful browns. So let's go ahead and put these guys back and see what's in the next bag. All right, let's see what we got in these last 2 bags here. Okay, some more little hypo Nicks. Tell you what, these are so beautiful. So it looks like we have a total of 8 hypo Nicks right here, which are really absolutely gorgeous. Again, really cool animals. The original hypos that now are in Colombians weren't Nicaraguan, but they were Central American. I think they were Panamanian or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And now they've been bred into Colombian so much that it's pretty much Colombian line, whereas this is something separate. These aren't like that hypo line bred into Nicaraguans. These actually come from Nicaragua, the actual hypos themselves. We got one more bag that's a little bit different. This one's a little angry. And then this last bag is a little bit different, and oh my gosh, these things are so dope. Oh my goodness. You guys saw that I just recently unboxed some Colombian motley boas. Well, these are Nicaraguan motley boas, and holy moly, these are some good ones. I mean, they are dark. They are beautiful. The motley pattern on them is exemplary. This is as good as a motley Nicaraguan boa can get. Oh my goodness. And there's 4 little babies here. Not really sure what the sex is. We didn't have them sexed before he sent them, so we'll have to set these up, get them all sexed. These are all eating already, so we'll probably feed them 1 or 2 times here, get them going, and then they'll get up on the website. So a bunch of boas lately, right? We got some Colombians, we got red tail boas, now we got Nick boas. I mean, holy cow, it's awesome to have boas. I've always loved them, and it is just cool, but these guys are smoking. So great hypos and great motleys, and that's basically it for unboxing. Guess what time it is, guys? It's time. And this clutch is actually pretty cool. I've been excited about this one. This is actually a mahogany that is het for pied, and it's bred to another mahogany het for pied. So we could produce some Suma pies potentially, black and white pies. The odds are a little bit long on it, but nevertheless, I mean, she doesn't have a ton of eggs in here, but it's just a really cool thing. Again, that mahogany is kind of a dark mutation like this that is an incomplete dominant. And again, the super is what they call a Suma, which is an all black ball python. It's not shiny black like Night Fairy, but it's definitely black. And then put it into that pied, whoo-hoo, I tell you what, this is a shot here. We have 4 eggs. The odds of producing a Suma pied is about 1 in 8. So let's hope the odds gods are in our favor because we have 4 good eggs, but that is awesome. I was so excited about this clutch. So to have these on the ground 57 days from now, oh my gosh, egg cutting is gonna be amazing. Then this next clutch is actually just a pastel female. Looks like she's wrapped around a nice clutch of eggs, and she was bred to this black pewter lesser cypress, and he's been a stud. I mean, this is like his 4th or 5th clutch, and they've all been so good. This is a beautiful, beautiful snake. And again, mixing another pastel gene in there can get supers of everything that's in this mutation, so it should be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and pull the egg. Okay, Mama, let me get these eggs out real quick. Again, a nice clutch of eggs. Whew, it looks like a lot more eggs than I expected, to be honest with you, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just start pulling, get all these eggs over here. This one certainly isn't going to be a 12-egg clutch, but it's going to be close. I tell you what, that is still an absolutely gorgeous clutch of eggs. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 eggs. So not bad. An 11-egg clutch, I tell you what, that is pretty awesome. And no one for legs, so that's cool. And again, babies hatching from these clutches are going to be incredible. There's some pretty cool kind of mid-range to high-end stuff that could come out of this clutch. Some really good ball pythons going to be hatching out this year. Like I mentioned before, it's good to get back to in-person tours. So we have some people in, I think from Missouri, so we're going to go ahead and let them in and have some fun. Some more unboxing. This one is actually from Spurgeon's Customs LLC. What do you think? What do you think that would be?
I don't. You know what?
And these guys are from Missouri.
Size? Oh
ooh,
no,
some
never mind.
jingles.
I thought it was shoes, but it's not.
No, that's not.
That was gonna be my guess. It's about the size of a shoebox, so.
No, that's definitely not shoes. Really enjoy watching your vlogs on YouTube. It's been interesting seeing all the different animals that you gotta have. I do not have any reptiles, but I would like to get a piebald ball python one of these days. Please show us some of your piebald ball pythons. I will do that for you. I laser engraved these cups for you guys. If you're interested in having some more made, please let me know. Oh, these are cool.
This is awesome because we have gotten these before and I was trying to figure out where we could get them done.
Oh my gosh.
So, love it, and we will definitely be in contact.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because these are so dope.
These are awesome.
Remember to be kind to somebody today. Laura, you need this cup more than anybody.
This is mine.
Yes, and you need that. Does yours
mine says, remember to smack Ryan every day.
What are you doing to me? No, that's not true. That's not true. But it does. It has my name, Brian Barczyk, but I think you should be kind to me in particular.
It doesn't say to you.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you. These are great. Thank you so much.
Oh, very excited.
Tatum Kelly.
Tatum.
And it might be Tatum. You obviously came to the Reptarium. Why don't you open that? Watch and comment on your videos every day. I love your content and just recently got to meet you at the Reptarium. Thank you. And the grand opening weekend, you were here, yeah. The Reptarium was so much fun. I had an amazing time. I wanted to send you a special keychain. Aw, it's my buddy Forrest. My gosh, you guys make me tear up, man, I tell you.
That is so sweet.
Thank you, seriously. That's amazing. Thank you, seriously. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you, and I can't wait till you come back to hang out with us. And I'll cherish this. I promise you, I will. Thank you so much. Just a couple more days, and we'll have our next egg cutting. If you guys enjoyed that, you can do this playlist right over here and watch a bunch of egg cutting for as many hours as you want per se. And we have so many more to come. Could you also show my podcast channel some love? Right up here, you can subscribe. It's called Checking In. On this side, you can subscribe to this vlog channel. turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.